What's up, guys, and welcome back to even more Builder Simulator, or even more ultra realistic house flipper, whatever you want to call it. Once again, you guys seem to really enjoy the previous video that I made on this game, so I figured we'd jump back in here and at least finish our remaining contracts. Starting off with contract number 7 in the Italian town. Oh, also, if you guys are enjoying this little mini series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see what Builder has to say about the Italian town job. It's a fairly small plot, so I'm hoping it'll be pretty quick and easy.
Have you ever dreamt of building something on your own? Now you have the chance. Our new client wants a construction built from scratch.
The frame rate is always so bad when you're just loading in.
The screed is already laid. However, you need to make the rest. You should be pretty excited, right?
I'm stoked, dude. I'm absolutely stoked. Just over the moon. In fact, it should be noted, I tried to record this twice already, and I blue screened both times, so just can't get enough of that. Absolutely. We're going to turn on the automatic mortar mixer, because trying to do that by yourself is just a real pain in the butt. But that'll be over here in just a moment, and then we can get started on this structure. I think that's mortar, so let's dump that into our wheelbarrow. Grab our little trowel, not the working platform. There we go. And then over here, we've just got to place it using our mini game, like we've done many times before. So we'll do that. And then lastly, over here, next up, since these are going to be load-bearing walls, we're going to need some blocks, some bricks or whatever from the store. So I'm going to grab probably 100 of those. Odds are we're going to need quite a bit more. But, oh, what? Did that just place 4? Hang on, in the previous video, oh, okay, it's back to 2. That was kind of weird. In the previous video, we found out that we have skills. Somehow, I don't know where they're actually located, but we were able to level up our block placing ability. So now we can place 2 blocks or bricks at a time, which definitely helps out. It makes things go by far faster. Let's just go ahead and knock out like the base structure. You guys have seen us do this a handful of times now, and then we'll continue on with the doors, and I think we have to do a roof at the tail end of things. So I will see you in just a moment. You guys, with every new layer that we're placing down, I'm getting more and more nervous that we're just gonna blue screen again. We're gonna lose all our progress, and we're gonna have to completely start this job over a 4th time. But now we're at least at a point where we can add in the lintels above the door, as well as that one window. We have kind of a weird structure right now. It's very small. We only have 1 door and 1 window. Just kind of strange. Let's get our trowel back out. We'll continue placing down all this mortar with the mini game. It just makes it go by so much faster when we actually have mortar. You know, there's one thing about this game that I really like compared to other games, and that is when you look down at your feet, they actually exist. They're there. You can see your character model. Your character even has like a shadow as well that follows them around. All right, let's just move this. That's obviously not working over there. So, come on. You can do it. Oh, just barely made it up there. We have 1 final layer, then I think we'll be done with the construction. Hopefully we have enough block or enough bricks to actually finish this thing out. I think we'll be okay. There she is. Okay, now for the ceiling. Gotta remember which one we need. Obviously the ceiling concrete block. Let's get 10 of those for 750 doll hairs. Now we can stand on that. It can make it a lot easier to place the other ones. We didn't need all of them, I suppose, but it's better to have more than not enough. Next up, we're going to be getting rid of our little step ladder thing we have over there. And now we're going to be doing a door and a window. So in here, we're going to buy 1 door for 350, 1 window for just 3 honey. Let's start out with the window. I think we've got to get this thing nice and level. That looks pretty good if you ask me. Let's pick kind of a weird... Actually, we're in Italy or whatever. Italy town, Italian town. What was this place called? I think it was Italian town. So let's try to match like those windows over there. It looks like they're using this. Maybe in that color. Seems close enough. Let's go for that. And then same thing for the door. Whoops. Kind of forgot we already bought that actually. Let's place that in here. Very, very out of alignment. There we go. I don't know what kind of door I want to do, though. Let's go with the first option, actually. I think that matches the overall style the best. All right, now we need our little drill. If I can find that thing. Got 4 screws in the door frame. There we be. Over here, got a couple more. I think just 6 in total. Nothing too crazy. All right, now with that done, we can go around and get all the shims in place. Kind of just helps center the window in its little pocket there. Now we have the window sill. I almost said door sill. On the outside of the door, again, we have a couple of those little shims that we need to get squeezed in there. With that done, it's going to allow us to place the door. Next step is going to be the roof. I remember how to do this. Let's see what the other ones kind of look like around here. Okay, well, they're not a hip roof. These are, I think they call them gables, if I remember correctly. So let's just do something like that. I think that'll be fine. Okay, next up, we're going to need the roof beams. I'm going to grab probably 20 of those, and then I'll hold off on the roof tiles until we actually get all the beams placed in. But we have to place beams around the perimeter, and then we also have to place the beams that are later going to support the roof. You can see them kind of peeking out over the edge here. So that should be the perimeter. Now, like I said, we've just got to place these in, and then we can start on the shingles. This game makes even the smallest of houses take an insane amount of time to complete. Oh, we have a couple in the middle as well. Let's get a scaffolding set down so we can actually get up there. Place that down right there, and then get our hand back out. Climb up the little ladder here. The scaffolding's really cool. Actually really like that. All right, just one. And of course, I'm gonna have to buy just one from the store. But our initial purchase amount, pretty solid. No complaints there. All right, next up, the roof tiles. I'm gonna start by getting probably 20 of these again. Maybe 30. 30 seems like a better amount. And actually, that's probably, yeah, that's overkill, if I remember correctly. This shouldn't be too terribly difficult. All the sound effects with the game as well are very, very nicely done. You know, the clay tiles that we're placing down actually sound like you're placing down clay tiles. So I can appreciate that for sure. Got just this little section over here. And then the long straight right there. And I think that is all she wrote.
You made it. To tell the truth, I was
we did.
skeptical at first,
we did.
But it turns out you finished the task.
Tiny little
Really
house.
impressed, and so
All
am
us,
I.
baby.
Good job.
That's how we do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Builder, from the ground up. Let's keep her going, though. Contract number 8, a 30 by 30 meter plot in the Icelandic Highlands. Insulation of the building, plaster the outside of the building, paint all interior walls, and put in the floor. The last two are very easy. I don't think we've done much insulation or plastering for the outside, so that'll be interesting. Have we done anything with the Icelandic Highlands? I don't remember, you guys.
Hello,
I don't
this
remember.
one won't be as easy as the previous ones. It'll be hard and demanding. You'll love it.
This is
You wanna know what
huge.
it's all about? The house of our client was damaged during the last windstorm. We need to finish the exterior and interior. It may sound easy, but trust me.
Let's open
It'll
up the
take a
store.
lot of
Sorry to
work
cut you off
find
there,
one
Builder.
house.
These are the insulation boards that we need. We're starting with 32,000, which is the most we've started with so far. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 100 of these. The house is very, very large. All these little spots that are missing on the outside, I believe, are where we need to place insulation. So this gonna take a little while, but once we're done with this, then I think we get to do a little bit of plaster on the exterior, which is very, very exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this since it's not really much to see, and I'll see you guys here in just a few more minutes. So far, we've used a little bit more, just a little bit more, than our initial 100 insulation boards. I think we're just over 400 now, and unfortunately, we have to buy just a couple more. I'm just gonna buy 10, because, you know, we're already on that option. There we go. Nice. Okay, that should be all the insulation now done. You guys can really get a feel for just how massive this property actually is. I mean, all the way around. This thing needed insulation all the way around. Now, on the inside... Oh, that's not a real door. Okay, well, that one isn't either then. Unless it is... No. Okay, how do I get into this house then? I don't understand. On the backside? Are those just windows? They must be. Okay. Front door on the back of the house, or maybe this is the front and we just spawned in on the back. I have no idea. I have no idea. But in here, we also have to do a little bit of insulation, it looks like. Nothing going on with these walls, so let's just start right here. See if I remember what we actually need. That is going to be more insulation board, right? Let's try that. No, that's not working. Hang on, hang on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I remember. Kind of. I think it's this insulation, right? We'll grab 10 of those for 200 bucks. And we'll try that. There it is. Okay, I've already been working on the interior wall, or trying to work on the interior wall, for far too long now. So let's switch things up. We're going to try the plastering trowel out here. It's going to have us place down a bucket with stuff already in it. Okay. So this is where we're going to be able to choose what sort of texture we want. Also, I didn't really realize this until I was editing the previous video, but what you need to do here is first select your texture and then color that texture. I was like trying to select the color and then select the texture. It doesn't work that way. I'm kind of in the mood to do like a bright white stucco. I think that'll look kind of good. So let's just make sure that we have that. Mark the entire wall. Place it. And we got to hold it. Maybe we have to hold it. Oh, we definitely do. Wow. That did the entire bottom row of this wall. Let's see if we like that texture. Yeah, it looks very stucco-esque. I'm happy with that. So now we just have to get a little bit more on our trowel. And again, continue to sort of paint it on the side of the building. This is really cool, actually. I was wondering how they were going to go about doing this. We haven't actually messed around with this at all yet. So let's just, at the very least, complete this one wall together. And then we'll have to do all the rest. It's going to take a little bit of time, but as you guys can tell, it's not too bad. Another skill that we could unlock, again, there's like no mention of our skills anywhere from what I can see, but that is our plastering speed. So let's see how much faster this wall is going to be than all of the others. Kind of seems about the same. I don't know. There's a lot of windows on this wall as well, so let's try this blank one then instead. We'll see how much faster it actually is. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That really picked up speed. That's at least twice as fast. Dang, dude. Okay. Well, we're almost done. Plastering speed 3 now, dude. It's time to use the plaster gun. Wait, what? Once you filled the whole building, it's time to level the walls with this skimming? What? Hang on. I didn't realize that we had a plaster gun, you guys. Are we doing this on the... Oh, we're doing this on the inside. I see. I understand. Okay, let's try to find that bad boy, Billy. Plaster gun, right here. Okay, how do we fill it? Or do we just spray, baby, spray? We just spray? Really? It's that easy? Okay. I'm not a big fan of the texture, though. I actually kind of like the outside texture more than our drywall texture here. Oh, wait. We've got to knock it back, though. That's why it looks all weird and stuff. So, skimming blade next, right? Let's try that. Ooh, okay. Yep, that helps a ton. Do we do it a second time? No, just the once. I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out slowly but surely. Oh, and we're doing the ceiling also. Since we don't actually have to fill this thing, we can kind of just hold it down. It's a little loud, but we can kind of just hold it down and spray willy-nilly. Tell you the truth, this is actually one of the more enjoyable tasks that we can do in this game so far. I really quite like that. It was very, very satisfying. So now that we've got it all sprayed, all we have to do is just go around and get each wall sort of knocked back or knocked down, whatever they call this. So we can get it all smoothed out. Can't forget the ceiling either. All we have left now is just this little room over here. And I didn't really realize this. You don't have to... I was like clicking and holding. It's just one click. You just click the one wall surface and it does the entire thing. With something like this, it will do like the inside of the door area. On something like this wall, it won't. So you got to make sure you do that as well. I think we're done, aren't we? I'm pretty sure I got everything all smoothed out. Got all the ceilings. You guys, I think I broke the game. I can't find a single spot where I missed using the skimming blade on. Like, I just don't... Wait a minute. Let's close the door. I forgot to plaster just right here. Unbelievable. Okay, now it's probably going to be perfectly fine. There it is. All right, next, painting the walls and laying the floor. We've also got to do a couple of interior doors as well. Let's do the doors first, and then I think we'll sort out the floor situation. So, doors and stairs. We've got a door installer right here. We're going to place one of those doors right over here, and the interior doors are actually different than the exterior ones. Ooh, I think I like this one the best. Let's try white wood on that one, and then we'll probably do the same thing for these other ones. Wait, do you only need to buy one door installer? Why do I still have 3 left? Something seems kind of fishy. Maybe once we get the drill out and actually get these things installed, then our amount of total installers will go down? I don't know, you guys. This whole game, this entire little mini-series is just me guessing. Straight up guessing. All right, now that we've got that done, we have our little shims on the back, 4 up on the top here. We just got to do the same thing for these other ones. So there's 1 done, and we still have 3 installers. So I guess you only need to buy the 1. Wish they would have told me that. Thankfully, I actually know how to do the flooring now, so we're just going to place this thing down, and let's pick out a decent-looking hardwood floor. I actually kind of want to do a herringbone type look. This one could look good, and I mentioned this in the previous video, but if you just select the area for the room you're in, it'll allow you to do the entire floor for that room. Same thing for all the others. Makes it way faster than, like House Flipper, for example. Considerably faster than that. All right, just like that, dude. Flooring is complete. So next, all we have to do is paint the walls and then also the ceiling. So let's grab our paint roller, place that down in here. And then as far as the texture goes for the walls, I'm going to try to do something that isn't super abrasive, something fairly smooth. And then let's just do plain white. Keep it very, very simple. All right, now on to the final room of this house. This property's just so big. And because we're doing the same thing for each and every space in here, it's getting a bit more monotonous than usual, but not complaining, not complaining. That's exactly the intention of this game, so to be expected for sure. Ever since we leveled up our painting skill though, this has gone by so much faster than just being at level 1. Like, it really does make a huge, huge difference. We have just this little bit left right in the crevasse of that door, and then the ceiling. After this, I think that's all she wrote. So we've gotten all the paint done, although you probably can't tell it looks any different because it was white before, but there we go. Pretty good team, he says. You haven't done anything, Builder. No offense.
But what really matters is that the client is happy with our work.
That's the fact right there, yep.
Yeah!
Next contract is going to be number 9 here, The Winds at the Countryside, a 16 by 16 plot. We're going to be doing doors, windows, building partition walls, and then stairs, which sounds a lot like the other contracts that we've done prior to this one. So I think a good majority of this can probably be skipped over, but we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there's something new.
I have 2 messages for you. One bad and one not so bad.
Okay.
Which one do you want to hear first?
Either
I'll
or.
make this decision for you.
Thank you.
Firstly, because of the last windstorm,
Obviously, he can't
there's
hear
a
us.
problem with a lot of houses. This means we have a huge amount of work, and I'm lazy. The second
Obviously.
news is that
That's
we
why
have
we're doing all the
demand.
work.
The client needs this building to be completed as fast as we can.
Okay.
He does not want what is already on the plot to be further damaged. It should shouldn't be a problem for a skillful builder like you.
I think we got this, actually, builder. So doors and windows first. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out, and then we'll see what's next. Again, we've kind of done doors and windows many times, so you guys aren't missing anything, believe me. The only way to actually get up to like the second story window sills is, of course, with some scaffolding. So you're gonna be placing scaffolding around every sort of side of the building, as long as it has windows on it, just to get those done. But it does look really nice, and having a little bit more look around, or a little bit better look around at our surrounding buildings, I'd say this is probably going to be the nicest house. But we're still not quite finished, because right now they're using a ladder to get up to their second story. We've got to replace this with a staircase, I guess. So let's see how we actually do that. Buy the stairs in the tablet and insert them in the right places. That's all it says. A little vague, but it should be fairly straightforward. Let's just buy a staircase for $50. That seems cheap. And we'll place it right where their current little ladder is. I don't want the underneath of the stairs to be exposed, and I kind of like this one the most, so let's go with that. Check her out. Oh, and now we're going to be doing partition walls on the inside. Okay, thankfully I know how to do this. So let's get, I believe it is like the plastic sheeting. I'm just gonna buy 100. Seems a bit excessive, but let's just go for it. We have $26,000 left after that purchase. I think we're probably fine, right? So we've got to get all of these laid out, and then I guess for those we don't actually need any of the insulation, so those are just gonna be like the profiles right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it 5? I think there's only 4. We'll place the first one right here, that one there, that one there. Oh no, it's 4 exactly. Okay, never mind. I was not thinking about the ones on the ceiling. That is gonna be just 2 more, I believe. Let's try this. No, a little bit more than that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, you guys. It's just money. It's just paper. Doesn't matter. There we go. All right, perfect. Next up, got to get our handy dandy drill out yet again. Get these securely fastened to the concrete floor. I am glad that the foundation was already here when we showed up, because doing everything, like building the entire house, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. There we go. We're going to have some uprights going in here in just a moment. Perfect. Good deal. Let's get like, I don't know, probably 10 of those. Then we'll just see how many more we need after we get all of these set in place. After placing down the uprights for that partition wall, we then had to go through and do the plasterboard. And then in between the 2 sheets of plasterboard, we had to add the mineral wool, which in the previous video, I kept calling mineral wood, just completely by mistake. So that's on me. This wall, though, is going to absolutely suck. Mainly because we're going to need some mortar for it, I believe. Hopefully I'm remembering this correctly. So let's go ahead and get the mortar going. We're going to have to dump this in the wheelbarrow, bring it inside, place a bunch of mortar down, and then start building an interior wall, brick by brick. We're going to be here for a minute. Just kidding. That's not the way that this works whatsoever. Why don't I remember how to do the interior walls that are like this? Buy and insert wall profiles. Okay, we did that. Screw in the screws. We did that as well. Partition walls are concrete. Buy blocks and lay them like load-bearing walls. Okay, I have all that stuff. I guess maybe we have to do blocks first? I don't remember doing that, though, in the past. Having stared at this for far too long, I decided I'd go up our staircase that we placed down before, and I found even more areas where we need to add, like, the insulation, and then we also had an additional partition wall. Didn't take us too terribly long to construct. So next, let's grab 10 more of these. Or wait, we have 55 of those. Oh, we do. Okay. They're in our first slot. Probably should have noticed that. So I'm hoping after we get this done, it'll, there it is, allow us to actually place down the mortar. So I was doing the right thing. I just didn't realize we had additional walls upstairs. So now that we have that done, I think if we just get out our trowel, just like we've done with all of the other walls, we'll be able to complete this with the mini game and then do it brick by brick.
Many minutes later.
With any luck here, you guys, this is going to be the last wall that we have to create for this property. I'm just not a big fan of the whole brick by brick interior walls. Exterior walls, completely understand. But the interior walls, totally unnecessary. Like, can we just do the plasterboard type walls? Oh, we need one more brick or block. Just the one. There we be.
After all, the building looks
Oh,
nice
it's
and
finally
solid.
finished.
You did really well.
Thank you, builder.
I
Thank
hope
you.
The client won't notice we need to narrow down the number of used screws and door hinges. Let's hope he never finds out.
I don't think he will. As long as you don't say anything, builder, I think we're cool.
Yeehaw!
That one took a long time. A very, very long time. But now, I think we're going to be on our final one. The last contract that we have available. For right now, they plan on adding more, it looks like. It's going to be contract number 10, a little house in the tropical islands. And our requirement is building a whole house. Thankfully, the plot size is very, very small, so I'm hoping that we'll be in and out real quick. Real quick. Probably a good spot to build our own personal place,
You
though.
get the chance
Well, not
to prove
personal
your
place,
worth.
but
I'm not kidding this time. Our next task is much more demanding than the previous one.
I don't even care what you have to say, builder. I'm just gonna get after it, okay? Because I know if I don't, we're gonna be here for all of eternity, and you're never gonna stop talking. I did see somebody said that they didn't really care for Builder's voice, and I completely understand. It's a little bit of an annoyance, but I think that's kind of the idea. Like, it seems sort of intentional to me. All right, I don't want to buy too many formworks. I don't want to buy too many reinforcements. So I'm going to start with 50 of both, and we'll see how far we actually get with that. This is super quick to place down. Oh, we would have been better off buying just 100 straight out the gate, but let's grab probably 60 more. And then 110 total reinforcements. That should get us by. We gon' see. We gon' see. All the way to the end. There it is. And 2 to spare. So now we just have to do the exact same thing, but with our reinforcements. And then all we have to do at that point is pour in the foundation. We can start building up our exterior walls. I'm hoping that we don't have to do as much like interior stuff with this as well. Okay, that is now complete. Let's find our mixers right over here. It seems like when you first spawn in to each place, like this one's the tropical islands, we also have like the Italian village and a bunch of other maps and stuff. But when you first spawn in, if you just do a quick like 360 scan of everything, it seems like your frame rate kind of evens out after you do that. So let's do a bit of concrete right here. We'll let that mix up, get her poured into the foundation. We'll be off to the races. The one unrealistic thing that I've even noticed is this. I don't think you'd be able to use a wheelbarrow right over top of, like, our wheel is resting on the concrete that we literally just poured. So I don't think you'd be able to do it this way. There's probably a better way to actually do it, but this is the easiest way to make sure you don't miss any spots. We've got just this last little strip right here, and then I think we are finished with the foundation. Just the foundation. There we go. All right, we'll put the wheelbarrow off to the side. Let's see what we need to do next. Is it saying we need to dig? Oh, we do. Okay. Quite literally, just need to get our shovel out and dig, baby, dig. So this, I'm assuming, is going to be our concrete slab that we're also going to have to pour. Which, have we done? I don't think we have. We've only ever done the foundation. So there's another tab in the store that I've seen many times, but I'm surprised we hadn't had to do it yet. And that's like the concrete screens and stuff. Like the wire mesh that you place down. Let's just get the rest of this dug out, and we will be ready to start on that. Never mind, we're digging down even further? No. What is happening? Current step, floors. What are you on about? Spread sand bedding there with the wheelbarrow or shovel. Laying reinforcement mesh. Okay, this is news to me. Let's actually pour out the concrete in our wheelbarrow. We're probably not going to need that right now. So how do we do this again? We just literally empty it out. I'm pretty sure there's a faster way to do it, though. Oh, it's spacebar. There it is, emptying the wheelbarrow. Perfect. So let's grab some sand and add it into the wheelbarrow. We'll just get this thing 100% filled up. And then I think all we have to do is pour it into that foundation area, and we should be good. So let's grab this. There we be. And just start pouring it in here. Oh, I've got you. Okay. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, with the sand almost done, looks like now we're going to do that wire mesh. Again, we haven't done this. Oh, we should probably empty out the wheelbarrow yet again. There we go. Again, we haven't done this, so I don't really know what to do here. I guess let's buy 10 of these. Maybe 100. 700 bucks. Seems good. Let's try this. Didn't need that many. Of course, didn't need that many. But it's all good. It's all good. Get all these placed in. Always forget that you can just hold down your left mouse button. You don't actually have to click all the time. There it is. Good deal. Next up is gonna be what exactly? The floor insulation? Probably. Lay reinforcing mesh on the holograms. Prepare the concrete and pour it over the mesh. Lay the floor insulation on the concrete. Okay. So we actually need a little bit more of this concrete out of the mixer. We're probably going to need some more, though, so let's just mix up a fresh batch. Just adding in the final concrete layer now, and that is all she wrote. So now we have a floor. We only have $33,000 left to complete the entire rest of the house, so with any luck, we'll have enough to do that. But now, as you guys can see, we have to do our favorite type of walls again, which is the brick by brick with mortar. So we're going to empty out the wheelbarrow yet again. We're going to change this to mortar and get a fresh batch made up. This is going to take me just a minute. Okay, finally, we're done with the main shell of this house. That took an insanely long amount of time, as I'm sure you guys are well aware of by now. But next, we're going to move on to doors and windows. Of course, I didn't get to actually select what sort of layout, what sort of configuration we were going to go with. So we have 3 windows and 1 door. We're going to get those placed in, and we'll move along to the next steps. Since this is the last contract, at least for a little while for us, I can definitely say that I would recommend you guys play this game if you like similar games like House Flipper, for example. But from a content creation standpoint, I don't know if I can recommend people try to make content on this game. Unless you're a person who can make individual block placement enjoyable, then by all means have at it. I'm just not your guy. I am just not your guy for that. Next, we're going to move inside. We have another brick wall and then the plasterboard type wall. So I'm going to get some insulation, and I think that is under here. And then we're going to get probably 4 of these profiles. Let's just grab like 20. We'll do 20 pieces of insulation. That'll probably be plenty. So from here on over, yeah, that's actually a little bit too many. And then the profiles, 1 there, 1 there. And then on the ceiling as well, 1 shy. We're always 1 shy, and we're actually going to need to buy some more. I just don't know how many yet. So now that we have that done, let's get that screwed in. And then after we do this, the ghost outline will show us how many uprights we actually need for this wall. There we go. Nice. Too many to count, so I'm just going to get 10. Easy. Easy. We have $28,000 left. I think we're doing okay. Place all of these in there. Nicely done. Okay. I'm going to do this wall here in a moment. Let's just, let's focus on the plasterboard wall for right now. Let's get 10 of these, 10 mineral wools. I'm sure that'll be enough. Hang on. Got to get number 9. There we be. Get these placed up there. And then it looks like you do actually have to screw these in before you can mount the mineral wool on the opposite side. So now that we have that done, we're going to come around back. Option number 0. And we're going to fill those in with some mineral wool. Back to number 9. Fill them in with the plasterboard. Super easy. We just need 2 more plasters. And we are Gucci, my dudes. All we have to do now is this final little mini game. Grab our blocks once again. Get them put up on the top. A little difficult to get the very top of those walls. And now we're on to the roof, which I think is going to be pretty straightforward. It should just be like the other roofs that we've done. The hip roof, of course. Equipment is full. How do I get rid of equipment? Oh no, I haven't experienced this yet. I can't just like drop things, right? Oh no. Oh no, what do I do? There's a sell tab. There's a sell tab in the store. Everything is fine. We definitely don't need any of these anymore. None of the formworks, grid reinforcement, floor insulation, that is all over and done with. All of this stuff as well. Actually, everything. We could have just sold everything. Perfect. Now we've got a clean slate. Okay, back to the roof though. It's very, very important that we at least get that. And now we can place down our roof. I'm gonna do a little bit higher of a roof since it's such a small building that'll kind of make it appear a little bit larger. There we be. You guys know the deal. Now we gotta buy a bunch of roof beams, get these placed all the way around, and then we'll move on to the tiles, and I think that'll be this house done. Unless they're also gonna have us do like the interior finishing work. I'm fine with that if they do, but I also wouldn't be upset if they didn't. I don't remember if I've shown this or not, but check out how you dismantle your scaffolding. You do actually need the drill out to do this. You just click on it, totally dismantles it, and then it all disappears. We're gonna do that to the other one as well. Nicely done. Okay, now we need our roof tiles yet again. We've just gotta finish this a little bit on this edge, and that is all she wrote. Okay, as you can see, we're not done. We now need to insulate the exterior walls and then a facade as well. What's the facade about? Maybe something on the inside. We'll find out. So I'm gonna grab a bunch of insulation boards from, I think it was bearing walls. Yeah, that looks right anyways. We're gonna grab a whole bunch of these, get them placed all around the outside, and then I think we'll be moving on inside next. Now that we have the exterior insulation done, let's see what we're gonna be doing on the inside. Nothing so far, anyways. Wall insulation and facade. What's the facade about? Where is the facade? I don't understand. Insulate a building with insulation boards. Plaster the exterior of the building with the plaster trowel. Okay, that's the part that we're missing. So we've done this before, actually fairly recently as well. We don't need that tool yet. All right, let's pick the color for this property. I don't want to do just stucco on this one. I want to try to mix it up at least a little bit. I think this one would look pretty nice in a white. I know we're doing like all white pretty much all the time. There's no real reason for that. Wait, that's not at all the color that I had picked. Oh, right. Okay, so we're tinting, I keep forgetting this. We're tinting the texture. So since it's a black texture, we're adding a white tint to it. It's just gonna lighten up the black. Let's do a different color then, perhaps. Maybe this red could look cool, just the default coloring. Let's try this instead. Oh, no plaster. Right. I know. Mark the whole wall. Ooh, yeah, dude. Some red? I'm digging this. I'm definitely digging that, especially with like the white door frame, the white window trim as well. Making our way back inside, we're gonna be grabbing our plaster gun yet again. And this, now we know, you can just kind of continue to spray even though it's really, really loud. And then all we have to do is use our little like skimming blade, get it all smoothed out. And then we'll probably have to paint the inside as well. This job kind of seems like they're taking everything we've learned thus far and applying it to this one property, which I like, actually. This should be our final wall right here. I thought, oh, we missed another plaster spot. Of course. Even though it's really easy to spray, you do still have to be a little careful. And then we missed over here too. Get that one smoothed out. Anywhere else? Did we miss anywhere else? It's looking pretty good. Oh, right here. Okay. So yeah, definitely be careful if you guys are playing this game as well. Definitely be careful with the plaster spray gun because we've still missed a spot. Where? Oh, it's the door again. Of course. Of course. Let's close this. Yep. Kind of prevents us from getting that little crevasse yet again. Nice. Wait, that's it? We don't even... Really? We don't even have to paint the inside?
You deserve a holiday bonus, buddy.
I
Don't
appreciate
worry,
that, Builder.
I'll remember to give it to you when the time comes.
Nice.
Now let's go home. I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah.
You're tired. I'm tired. We've spent almost 2.5 hours on these things, dude. What do you mean you're tired? Unbelievable. Well, I think that is officially the last contract we had available. So I think that's where we're going to wind down this video at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.